let's get straight into this super review.
Welcome to Autobot Arcade.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Autobot Arcade here, bringing you another Transformers review. This time it's the Transformers Age of the Primes Combined Superion. But before we get into the review, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Autobot Arcade and Autobot Arcade Reviews. But now let's get into this review. First off, we got Air Raid and Slingshot, a great first entry to the Aerialbot lineup. The details and the colour are on point and look awesome on these guys. The plastic quality was fine and the articulation was great too. And the transformation is easy, but not so easy it's boring. They're a bit like fidget toys, you can sit there and easily transform them back and forth and just have a bit of fun. Next up, we had the cool but cowardly leader of the Aerialbots, Slingshot. Again, another hit with this figure. From the overall look to the paint apps and the articulation. The transformation is a bit more involved than the first two, as it should be for a Commander class figure, but still not too difficult that you never want to do it again. And this guy came with all the other bits to make Superion, but maybe they should have found a better use for it in its other modes rather than just to extend his jet mode. And finally, we got Skydive and Firefly. Nice to round out the team, but these two weren't without their flaws. First off, they are both just slight retools of Air Raid and Slingshot, but with new colour schemes. But the issue I found with both of them, Firefly especially, is that the plastic quality is not as good and feels quite squeezy and gummy, and fiddling with them just isn't as fun, especially transforming them. Hopefully it's just my copies and yours will be fine though. Anyway, let's get to the transformation and combination of all of these guys into Superion. I'll be transforming them from their vehicle mode to their combined mode part, as I have separate videos for all of them, transforming them from robot mode to their vehicle mode. So let's go. And here he is, all transformed and combined. But before we take a closer look at him, who is the Combiner Superion.
The Aerialbots were created by the Autobots to counter the Decepticons' aerial superiority, but they were also given the ability to combine into Superion. He was the first Autobot combiner to be created and is the opposing force to the Decepticons' combiners, Devastator and Menasor. Unlike other combiners who struggle with internal conflict from being multiple minds, Superion does not. He suppresses almost all individuality, resulting in a calm, cold, mission-driven personality. This makes him very effective, but sometimes dangerously inflexible.
And here he is, all combined and looking super. Straight away we can see he is very similar to Menasor, as they both follow the same skeleton design. And you can actually interchange the figures on the arms and legs with some of the Stunticons due to this, which is pretty cool and gives you a lot of freedom to create whatever you want. But looking at him from the front, he looks awesome. The sides don't look too bad. The back is definitely the weak spot, especially the back of the legs where the other two robots hang out, making his legs look a little bit bulky. I think that's the weakest part of the skeleton design. Everything else works great, and the robots on the arms work great. They stay in vehicle mode and just split, but the ones on the legs have to crunch up into blocks and don't look quite so good. But starting at the legs and moving up though, he has lots of detail and colour, so it's not just flat and grey. And looking at the chest, it feels very accurate, and the head is looking super too. Very accurate and just looks cool. My other issue with this guy is that some of the joints feel a little bit loose and flimsy, but we'll take a look at that in the articulation in a bit. For articulation, the head can spin all the way around and up and down slightly, but there's not too much movement there. The arms can come all the way out to the sides. They can go all the way around as well. There is also a swivel, and as for the elbow, there is just a single joint there. There is a swivel at the wrist as well. There is a waist swivel. Doesn't go all the way around due to some of the slingshot vehicle parts. The legs can come out and they can go back this far and they can go forwards this far. There is a swivel, a single jointed knee, and we have some decent ankle rockers as well. As for accessories, we get these. Now these actually come with slingshot, so technically it's slingshot's weapons, but you are supposed to combine them to make Superion's weapon. The big one is cast out of a lighter grey plastic and then painted over, but the smaller one is just cast out of black plastic. There's a lot of detail on both all throughout, but no paint apart from the black, obviously. But they do look quite nice. And if we bring in the figure itself, then we can take the weapon and it can go into this hand. We just need to move one of Slingshot or Firefly's wings out of the way, just like so, and then it will just plug in just like that. It does look quite skinny. I would have preferred something maybe slightly bigger for him. This looks slightly out of place, but he does look pretty cool with it, and he's definitely ready to take on any sort of Decepticon with it. For some robot mode size comparisons, here he is next to the Transformers Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, the Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, the Gamer Edition Ratchet, the G1 Commander Class Optimus Prime. Some more combiners, we have the newly released Studio Series Devastator, and for some other types of figures, we have the New Age Optimus Prime, the Marvel Legends Sam Wilson Captain America, and the Star Wars Black Series Shaq-T. And that's a wrap on our review of the Transformers Age of the Primes Combined Superion. Another pretty great combiner figure, and it's just nice to be able to get more updated versions of each of these combiners. We now have Menasor, Superion, and we have the Studio Series Devastator, and before long we're going to hopefully have Bruticus as well, which will be awesome. And these guys just look great on the shelf. Yes, it does have some issues, just like Menasor had some issues. The skeleton design, although works pretty well, isn't great in some areas. Some of the limbs are a bit wobbly. There is the back of the legs issue with the bulk, but overall they look pretty good, and you're only really going to see them from the front, and standing along next to each other, like I said, they look great. Anyway, before they combine into Superion and we can't control them anymore, don't forget to click the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Transformers reviews, and if you did enjoy the video, why not leave a comment down below, tell me how super you think this guy is, or if you don't think he's super, why not tell me that as well. And until next time, transform and roll out.